No, I'm busy tonight, actually.
Hi. Hey, Chris.
Hello.
Hi, Yusuf.
Thanks a lot, motherfuckers!
Hey, welcome back, Yusuf.
Yeah, welcome to the J Hot Pants Club podcast. I am Pete.
I'm Chris.
Back there is the newly rescued Yusuf. Special Forces went in and nabbed his ass, didn't they?
Thank you, Delta Force.
No thanks to Pete or Chris. Fuck me, right?
We don't have that kind of money.
Do you know what they did to me?
We don't.
I don't want to know.
We don't. Look, we love you, but we don't care. Like, I can't own a gun. What's the matter with you? What did you do? What did you do? You did like you always do. You lipped off to the wrong fucking people, and you got nabbed the fuck up, didn't you?
I'm gonna keep talking shit to my last breath.
And we got to stop talking about flying people out on air because they thought we had that good Jerry money. We don't. We don't yet. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So it is Friday, August 5th. We're sorry about all the technical snafus this week. We tried to get Yusuf to shut the fuck up on the show. I don't know how many times. Today is National Oyster Day. I've never had oysters that I can recall. National Underwear Day.
Oh,
Wear some.
Yeah, or at least wash it. Fuck.
please wash your underwear.
National Work Like a Dog Day.
Well, work smarter day. Let's try it.
That's
Work like a dog day. Work like an idiot.
okay.
Let's rename it.
International Beer Day.
I don't like the international days. I like the national days.
Okay. National Water Balloon Day.
That's fun.
Oh, man. I'm going to ride around with a bucket tomorrow in my jank-ass, dripped-up car.
Start chucking them at little kids.
Going to jail.
Warm water full of salt. Just
Going to
fucking right in
Yale.
your face. Okay. So we're
Fuck you, little Susie!
Welcome back, you
I
fucking...
just want to fucking chuck them at little kids, bro. And just yell, your parents don't fucking love you, you fucking bastard!
Bro, no wonder Al Qaeda snatched you up.
Yeah. Was it Al-Qaeda or who was it?
Yeah, what country were you in?
I don't know, man.
Kurdistan?
I couldn't hear or see nothing the whole time.
What's that?
They had put a mask on me and put some speakerphones on
Yeah,
my
what were you
ears.
listening to?
It was just Journey on loop.
No wonder he's so loud.
Huh?
Don't stop believing. Okay. So we wanted to touch on a couple of things.
I don't know if I was eating sausage or dick, but fuck, I'm hungry.
You never know the difference. There we go. 30 seconds in.
You got kidnapped. Who else is incarcerated right now, Peter?
Oh, poor Brittany.
Brittany Griner
That's
just
the
got
chicken,
sentenced to 9 years in Russian prison.
Now, what did she do?
Now, hold on a minute. I knew the prosecutors recommended 9.5 years. Did she get that from the judge?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got sentenced. I think they do. They do. It
Is
right
that
away.
allowable? Like,
She had,
what did she do?
She had marijuana cartridges in her luggage when she landed there. And you cannot have personal use
my
marijuana, anything in Russia. No, you cannot have any marijuana, anything in Russia.
So that's holding up
Unless you
between
have
us and
Vladimir
them.
Putin.
So like that's holding up. America's okay with that, like
Oh, there's nothing America can
do.
really do
because
about
it was like a legit, like, hey, you should have known better. Type
What are they
of
gonna
deal.
What are they gonna do? Send in Cuck Norris and fucking go all ham and
Don't
you're lucky.
never
they,
besmirch Chuck Norris's name. He still got
fuck
it.
Him.
He
I
still
would take
got
him
it.
on. You know what, Chuck? Come on the show. I'll arm wrestle you right here, right now,
Chuck, I love you, man.
for a bag of potatoes.
Hey, now. Get that total gym working, boy.
So, I mean, 9.5 years is stiff by any means, but I mean, they're trying to send a
Shit.
message.
Or wax cartridges.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an international flight. I mean, when I travel,
shoulda known better.
for the last few decades, when I travel in the States, I'm like, I'm not bringing no weed with me. Like,
People,
I know, you
people
know what I
that
mean?
travel know better, but she should have for real. Like,
She said that
she
she
fucked up, but she should have known better.
What I saw is our prosecutors said that she needed it for pain,
Yeah.
and then she said, I just saw this recently today, that she said she was packing in a hurry and did it on accident. 9 years is way too long.
Yeah. But I mean, they're
It's
trying to
Russia,
send a
though.
message.
There's nothing we can do about Russia. Now they're going to try to do like a prisoner swap thing or something like that. There's all kinds of shit. But
But there's politics all the way through this.
Yeah,
But
and
it's
I honestly hate that anyone has made it a big deal in the news because doing that gives Russia so much extra like chips in the, you know what I mean? Like it gives them so much more power, not because you're getting pressure from where you could have handled it with the State Department behind closed doors. Now you got Hollywood and stuff, and people coming out, you know, saying, and it just makes Russia
turned it into a shit show.
Yeah, it gives them more power.
I wonder what Sean Penn's take on all this was. That fucking troll.
I don't know, but you know what they say
He's
in
too
these kind of
liberal for
instances,
me.
right?
What?
They say, "Enjoy the gulag, bitch."
Hey, you remember we had that discussion about talking over
I'm
people?
just so happy to be
Hey,
back.
I know.
We're glad you're here because it sucks without you.
A little bit.
I love you guys.
Stop talking over people.
I'm sorry.
No, we missed you. We missed the three-way here.
Yeah.
We're not used to just us two. So we've grown accustomed to
There was so much awkward eye contact.
the X factor in the corner here.
I missed the stimulus of not fucking hearing "Don't Stop Believing" on loop. Just, I love your voices.
Okay, what else were we going to touch on before we got into the meat and potatoes here?
Oh, Alex Jones has to pay the Sandy Hook families $4 million. Well, that's what happened today. There'll probably be an appeal.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be an appeal. What about his lawyers? Holy fuck.
Does he have good lawyers, I wonder?
His lawyers in a discovery packet sent the other lawyers 2 years worth of texts. And he basically, what happened was they proved that Alex Jones perjured himself on the stand. And then
I have no idea.
And then he went and said 100% I am aware that Sandy Hook happened, even though he's been making money off of saying crisis actors for years. And because there's pressure, he all of a sudden wants to change his tune. This Alex Jones needs to be shaved head to toe, dropped into a bag of flour that's mixed with piss, and thrown over the side of a fucking boat in the middle of the ocean.
I like Alex Jones. He's usually right.
Has
Of course you like Alex
He's
Jones.
usually right about everything he says.
No, he's not. He's a fruitcake mixed with fucking potato
They
salad.
do
is
use
what he
school
is.
shootings as crisis actors. They do it every time. Every time there's a school shooting, they use the kid as crisis actors to try to push gun control bills. Every time.
Okay.
Every time there's a mass shooting, they use the kids. And the kids have come on TV and said that CNN approached them, and if they wouldn't stick with CNN's narrative, they wouldn't put them on camera.
Okay.
They use the kids as crisis actors.
And where did you see this on TV that they said
I've
this?
seen interviews with the kids on other channels besides CNN. They're like, CNN wanted me to stick
What were the
with...
other channels? I'm interested. What were the other channels?
You know, have you ever watched TV? Do you see the other channels?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I go back and forth between conservative and progressive television.
All right. Well, then I'm sure you can tell me what other news channels are on TV.
MSNBC.
There you go.
Fox News.
Good job, Peter.
OAN.
Keep knocking them down, baby. What else you got?
Plenty. What other news sources do you use other than I go to NPR? I go to The Hill. I go to both outlets. And you want to know what I find? The truth is in the middle somewhere, and neither side knows what the fuck they're talking about. But I'm not going to die on the hill of liberalism and say that they have all the fucking answers and that they're telling the truth all the time. Because you know why? Alex Jones is a fucking idiot, and he doesn't deserve to breathe the same air that the rest of us do. A mother of a son who was fucking murdered at Sandy Hook looked him dead in the eye and said, "Explain to me why you said my son doesn't fucking exist." And he had no fucking answers. You know why? Because he has the IQ
Did he
of
say
a
that?
Yes.
He said the children didn't exist?
Yes.
Okay, I've never seen him say that.
I get so turned on when you guys do this.
Again, you know, you don't. For somebody who knows everything, apparently, you ought to fucking know. Anyway,
Alex Jones said the children at Sandy Hook didn't exist.
He said that the kids who died didn't exist.
Was his thing that
because
they're
it was all made
milking
up.
it or that it's made up? Is that what he says? Made up or it's being milked? What does he say exactly?
I mean, there's a number of shootings where they say there's only one shooter, and there's reports of there being multiple shooters.
Mm-hmm. It again, this is part of that death cult horse shit where the liberals hired somehow by either the government or whatever. They sent a bunch of shooters in, right? And because it's all about killing people.
No.
Or something. I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Making...
Some of the shit that you talk about makes no fucking sense to me, and I've just learned to go, okay. And I kind of, go, I'm playing Plinko in my head. What was the other story? I love you. You're handsome, and you have very nice calves.
How'd that kid in Uvalde have an $8,000 AR and a $30,000 truck, but he was broke? Doesn't make sense.
Hold on.
How they did active shooter drills at that Uvalde school earlier, like that month, and then there was an active shooter, and they didn't know what to do.
Incident?
Yeah, and then the police chief lost his radios and wasn't in charge that day. Like that doesn't sound right at all.
Of course. So yeah, it's part of that vast conspiracy again. What was one of the other topics, sir? We had
Alex Jones was right.
Alex Jones is not right. I bet he has.
They're making the frogs gay.
Spot on. That was good.
You remember the one where he was like, "Listen, you son of a bitch, you no goddamn good motherfucker. Listen, fuckhead."
Yeah, he does that, dude. If you ever seen?
And they're playing like the Avengers music in the background, and they're just zooming in on his head. That's one of the greatest things on the internet.
Dude, some of the skits on that show are hilarious. The one with Fentanyl the dragon, and it's just this Chinese dragon that's importing fentanyl to kill Americans, and they're like, it's just straight up like, yeah.
The man's nuts.
I want to do stuff like that.
So,
Have you ever watched this show?
Never. I've only like.
You've never watched this show.
I only.
How can you watch all the news channels and not watch this one? And then try to find the information.
I watched Alex Jones' show. Are you nuts?
Well,
he hasn't watched Alex Jones' show.
When's the last time you watched this show? They took off the Roku channel. I haven't watched it in a while.
I haven't tuned in.
They broke the Roku channel.
I got tired of yelling at my TV, so I don't watch shit like that anymore. I'm not that angry guy anymore.
The day Russia invaded Ukraine, the InfoWars Roku channel died, and it's not there anymore. That day.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
took his ass down.
Okay, so we're moving along. We had one more thing. We had three things before we got
I think we had two, and we were trying to remember a third.
Missiles over
Taiwan. Yeah, they said they were going to shoot that fucking no good bitch Pelosi down, right? They didn't.
Somebody say that, really?
China did.
Yeah, she went in there all half drunk with her teeth missing, and fucking was like, Nvidia chips this and China that, and then she left. And then they surrounded Taiwan with Chinese military ships, and they're shooting missiles into the air over Taiwan.
Mm-hmm. You know that aunt that everybody's got that drinks too much at Thanksgiving, and they're like, "Oh fuck, here she comes." That's Nancy Pelosi, but on Percocet.
Wears lipstick with no liner. It's all
just right up to her fucking eyeball.
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Like,
and I'm a Democrat, but we're fucked. You know why we're so fucked? Because she's a big part of why we're fucked. And Chuck Schumer, fuck you.
It just doesn't make sense how Joe and Pelosi are like doing what the fuck they're doing, and nobody's
they've been there for 50 fucking years.
Yeah, forever. Like
they don't have a cap or like, okay, come sit down or like walk a line. Let's find out if you can.
Do you know who Strom Thurman was?
Not a clue.
Strom Thurman was the oldest senator. I think he stayed in office till he was like 90-some years old. He had a filibuster about civil rights on the fucking floor because he was at one time he was very anti-integration. He was for segregation, and then he like famously flipped later in life,
as they all do.
Yeah. Anyway, long story short, yes, it was such a terrible thing to get rid of segregation. You wouldn't be here, you fucking. I love you.
I love you too.
I'm so beautiful human being. You're silky smooth too. You know that?
Oh, shucks. I like them eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to your eyebrow stylist.
Yeah.
Shout out to your eyebrow stylist. Who is it? Give him a shout out.
Jessica, thank you for waxing my eyebrows today. Why I decided to do that, I don't know.
Jessica, good look on brows.
Are you going through a midlife crisis? The hair color, the eyebrows. What else you get waxed?
Holy shit.
So,
think of that.
We know people who are getting trailers and fucking ORVs and shit because they have money. That's their midlife crisis. Mine, I'm trying to look like fucking Ronald McDonald. So, we're going to get into this giant, overstuffed fucking can of Axe body spray that smells like piss.
Bro, fuck you talking about me like that. Oh, you weren't talking about me?
No, not this time. Not this time.
That's usually something that says about me.
Do you have Axe body spray?
No. I'd probably do in the back of the closet somewhere.
Yeah, right.
I got cool water in there in the car.
Shake and bake cans. We're going to talk about...
Top G Andrew Top G Andrew Tate. That is his
So
title.
I'm gonna segue with this. Hold on. You fuckers told me to look him up today, right?
100%.
And I'm like, I don't like doing that guy.
He just came across my radar when he came across yours, like a month ago.
Yeah, me was a month ago.
I've seen you posting his videos, and then I checked. I tuned into one for 30 seconds. He started talking shit about women, and I'm like, fucking see it.
I have never watched more than one clip of it. I'm like 15, 30 seconds.
He is a fucking piece of shit.
It sounds like he's going to come off misogynistic, but I think he's probably just going to be talking about how they're trying to get guys to cut their dicks off in the media.
I agree
No,
with
he's not.
I agree with
he's not.
95% of what he says, but the part about women is flawed.
It's more than flawed. Like this. First off, I saw the little thing where he's talking about like, oh yeah, if you got one penny less than me, then you broke. You know what I mean? Like having money is style. But at first he was a kickboxer, right? This guy was a kickboxer.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm running on the fly here. My education on him comes from today. And you know how sometimes you get a first impression of somebody and it's usually right?
Yes.
You know, especially if you're not nodding out on fucking dope, then you can get a pretty good assessment of a human being, okay? And my assessment of this guy is that he sucks. He just sucks. Like, money is not a way of life. For this fucker, it is. Do you know why? Because he probably has a little dick. I guarantee you he's got a tiny dick. And if it's big now, it's because he paid for it. He fucking paid for it.
How does dick surgery work? I have no idea.
I don't either, but there's, you know.
I've never looked into it because I
I'll
just
bet it's
don't like seeing the ins and outs of cutting fucking
dicks. Yeah, no, like, how much do you want to bet that he's got, like, a fucking attachment he's got a glue on or some shit, you know?
How the fuck do we find out?
Well, you know how motherfuckers put on dentures to have teeth? Like, he glues on his dick. I'm betting any money he's a dick gluer.
You got my brain, the gears turning a little bit on how to look at this guy's dick now.
I don't
I'm like, I gotta see his dick.
No, you don't gotta see his dick. Bro,
of course.
do you bat for the other team? Will you just fucking admit it?
No, bro, you were
admit
sitting
it.
here talking about his dick, and now you got me thinking about it. I'm like,
He bats for the other team, doesn't he? Shay?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, he fucking bats for the other team. Hello, I'm your pinch hitter today, Yusuf. Okay, so
I'm the sub.
Yo, they're thinking about dicks again, huh?
you are
Look up
definitely a
dick
sub.
surgery. I have no idea. I think they put like fucking like circle, like plastic circle.
No,
I have no idea.
What I
Do
believe they
inject
do
shit
is
in there?
no. What I believe they do is they
Like a lap band over
You know what I mean?
reverse,
I
right?
don't know.
It's really, I believe, your vessels that extend. So they just basically take the skin off, unattach the skin, and allow an opportunity for the vessels to extend. And
Oh,
then
but
they
you have
probably-
no clue, right? You sound like somebody who's done hours of research.
You guys used to watch porn?
What?
You guys
Porn?
used to watch porn?
Used to?
Well, porn, right?
I gave
when you're
up-
watching
I
porn,
gave up
there's
porn.
fucking one thing that always shows up. There's hoes trying to fuck, and there's dudes that need their dicks bigger, right?
Oh, the advertisements?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's never anything else but those two. Hoes in your area want to suck your dick, and dudes, let's
Since
get that
the
dick
advent
bigger.
of the internet and porn, I have never clicked those ads once.
No, you don't have to click them, but they're there, right?
No, I'm not going to watch them either. I scroll it just past. Why do you think I'm going to... I don't want to see that shit, bro.
This fucking high-class society porn connoisseur over
All right,
here.
you goddamn right I am. There's no poop or pee in there. What the fuck is the matter with you, bro? Anyway, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
All right,
Andrew
so-
Tate is what you get when you spray Axe body spray into a Ziploc bag, fart in it, and then light it on fire.
And then huff that.
You get higher than a motherfucker.
So I have very
High quality
opposing,
content, folks.
I have a very opposing view than these two about Andrew Tate.
I don't know anything
But-
about the guy. I know nothing. I don't know nothing about him.
So we want to watch a clip here?
So yeah, we're gonna watch some clips and basically just give our reactions to the clips, and we're gonna go from there.
You better get this all right, because if this
All right.
bombs out, I'm going to pee on you.
I'm gonna put on you.
Kinky. All right, we'll let a few play here. Ready? Here we go.
If your anime waifu is underage, you're a sick
Oh, hey,
freak
how you
and
doing?
should be locked up.
Play. Dude, sing those songs.
Motherfuckers wanna talk shit about the top G. We gonna watch them, then you will see. Top G, top G, top G, top G. Also, making ramen. Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, what's wrong with your internet, dude?
Yeah, it was working fine. Like,
Dang, bro. Gotta pay your internet bill, man. Spectrum don't play that shit.
sorry. Here, I'll go back and play it a different way now. Do something to. I don't know. Let's talk about something else while it tries to load.
Well, I'll say this. Andrew Tate, Top G, if you ever need anybody to become your apprentice, please, I am willing and ready. We will pack up and move to Romania tonight.
Yeah. He's already there.
I will.
He's already there because they have lax penalties for rapists. That's why he fucking moved there. So, let me ask you a question, Yusuf.
Ask away, friend.
Why are you so latched onto this guy? He looks like somebody pulled on their fucking ball sack to straighten it out.
First thing about Romania is a mafia run country. All right,
So is Russia.
It's extremely corrupt. And but do you want to know
Even
another thing
better.
about it?
What?
Is there's no fucking drug issues, same as there is here, because the Romanian mafia does not like drugs, and they don't want their kids doing drugs, and they don't want that shit around
Which
them.
is bullshit because they load up fucking women on heroin and get them dependent and ship them all over the fucking planet. Yes, they do.
That's the
Wasn't that a
Romania don't
movie?
dabble with that shit. Yeah, you're watching movies. The
Oh,
Romanian
okay.
mafia, bro, actually has some class. Believe it or not, like those
You've been out to eat with them and stuff, have you?
I hang out with some Romanians, bro. I hang out. I'm a cultured person, motherfucker. I hang out with peoples.
You think he does?
With the Romanian mafia? Probably not.
No,
Okay.
I don't hang out with Romanian mafia, but I
Is
hang
that-
out with
you're-
Romanians
bro,
that
you're
had to-
gonna get kidnapped again.
Yes. Do you hear this
Anyway.
man talk about how he associated with us? We must go get
going
him.
back to what. So you're asking me about Andrew Tate, right? So what I do appreciate
Yeah.
about him is the fact that he came from nothing, worked his dick off, established himself, did sports, did good in sports. He comes from this weird background where he had to travel a lot, so he's cultured a little bit. His idea is fuck everybody else. I'm gonna win no matter what, and I can get behind that. The only thing that I have a problem with is where he says that a man can have multiple partners and a female can't have any.
Yeah.
That's the only. But a lot of shit, like for instance, where he says the thing about
He won't let. He doesn't go. His partners can't go out by themselves. They have to go either under some kind of supervision or with him. Because this guy is the ultimate in fucking little dick syndrome. Little man. No hair. No
right.
hair.
Let's play some videos.
Okay.
When a black billionaire meets a white billionaire, do you think there's any racism? Do you think they care? There's no racism. The racism's for the poor people. You have to convince the slaves that it's not the monetary system's fault that you're broke. It's the white man's fault, or the black man's fault, or the Asian people's fault. Someone else's fault.
Tristan, what are you doing?
Electricity's off in the house, and my phone's low on battery, and I want to sit by the pool.
You can't just get in your Lambo to charge your phone.
Quit breathing in the microphone over there. I know you're getting excited.
My 4.8-liter engine and charge my iPhone.
You're so happy.
I don't know if that was me or not. It's him.
Sit here all day.
Is this how rich people charge their phones?
Life hack.
I set the
Yeah,
difference
life
between
hack.
rich and poor. My amount of money is the amount of money you need to be rich. If you have less money than me, even by a single cent, you're a fucking brokey, a wagey, a peon, a peasant, a nobody. To some degree, as a man, you have to instill drama in the relationship, because if you don't, she's going to get bored.
No, that's
I agree
very
with
true.
that.
And she's either going to leave,
Women are
or
drama seekers.
she will instill the drama, which gives her
get behind
control.
it.
You don't want her to bring the
So
drama.
So you think
'cause
girls like
That's
to
why
fight?
they
women,
like
women
drama.
need a crazy
They like
kind
to
of
be
man.
entertained. So if she instills the drama, it's probably going to involve some other fucking dude. You don't want that shit, right? So you have to instill drama. So the whole educational system in and of itself is a scam. They want you to finish in debt, then you got to get a fucking job and become a good slave. Nobody learns anything of value in school. The people you are learning from in school aren't even fucking rich. Your business professors never had a business. They're brokies. They're fucking
All right. There's like 5 clips. I'll go in on the very first clip when he was talking about they want poor people to fight. That's absolutely true.
Right?
Yeah, that's
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they want the poor to fight the working class if they can, and they want to kill the working class and make everyone poor. That's what the Democratic Party lives on. Without the Democratic Party lives on growing the people dependent on the government. That's what they have been advocating for decades and decades and decades. If you weren't dependent on the government, there would be no need for them. They couldn't run on anything because they're always promising free shit if you vote for us. And then they fucking grow the welfare class. And that's how they get their votes.
I just think that they're trying to get them so... I think they want people so helpless that when come the time, it's either follow suit or enjoy the dark. You know, like go kill yourself, play in traffic, pretty much. But yeah, what he's trying to say is that the rich people with money don't give a fuck about black, blue, this, that. It's only us poor people that they got a squabbling over.
Okay, so this guy is just like Alex Jones or anybody else. Okay?
He was actually on the Alex Jones show.
I know he was. He's going to say incendiary things in order to get clicks, to get views, to get streams, to get attention. And that's where money's going to come from.
I don't think Alex Jones does that. This guy might. I don't know who this guy is.
I don't think Alex Jones does do that, but he's devised some kind of marketing technique in order for that, like what you're saying, the clicks thing.
Alex Jones screaming into a camera.
Alex Jones doesn't get
the babies.
Alex Jones doesn't get clicks or views. He's banned on like all social media platforms.
Yeah, well, he used his show to sell products in which he had stakes and monies in.
That's the only way he finances his operation.
Okay, and
I think
but there was a time where it was. Okay, you're missing the fucking point here. There was a time where it wasn't that way. There was a time where it was. That's how he sold himself.
He didn't make any money on social media. He's been off social media for like 5-6 years.
You're missing
How is
the
his
point.
name still so big?
When he was on social media, Christopher, he did make money there.
I don't think he made any significant money.
But
Well,
no, seriously
that's
though,
great.
how is Alex Jones'
That's
name
awesome
still so
that you
big?
think that.
He's got a big business.
People know who Alex Jones is. How? Right now it's dawning on me.
How?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's not on shit like that. It's just InfoWars
Yeah.
because of YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's only on his own. He's only on his own website.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know this shit. If you got a penny less than him, you're broke. I don't know what he's talking
A big thing that he does is he talks a lot of shit. He wants to invoke a reaction out of you, and he wants to light up a fire under your ass to get you to get up and hustle. He don't
give a fuck whether you hustle or not. And okay. The thing about celebrity is that we are kind of ingrained as a culture to think that we can somehow relate to celebrity. You know, they want you to think that, oh, someone's, like politicians love telling you they're for the working class when they're not. You know,
that's not what he's saying at all. He's saying if you're not on my level, go fuck yourself.
Oh my God.
Democrats say they're for the working class. They're not. The first day Biden came in office, he killed the pipeline and killed 10,000 jobs.
They say, though, that they're about the working man, right?
Yeah, they're clearly
That's
not. All of Wall Street's Democrat.
Let me know when it gets back to something of value.
All right.
Pete quit.
Women have a very different mentality to money than men. If you show a woman how to make $1,000 in an hour, she'll think, I only have to work an hour a week. Whereas if you show a man how to make $1,000 in an hour, he thinks, I can make $18,000 a day. That's the difference between us.
As a man, it's ultimately competitive. And as a man, you have to outcompete the other men who are prepared to get up and do it anyway. There's no such thing as saying, I'm sad, I need 2 weeks off. Not as a man if you want to be important. If you want to be important as a man, you have shit to do.
If I were to give you $100,000 and say you can get a degree, or you can buy a crypto, or you can start your own business, or you can do anything you want with it, who's going to choose a degree? So I was explaining why it's all a fucking scam. And people say to me, well, what else am I supposed to do? And I'll tell you what, I'll start a school, and my school will teach you how to make money. So the people who are serious, the people who are smart enough to go, I only work because I want money. I don't care what I do. I just want money. Cool. Then you can come to my school. It's $49 a month for Hustlers University, and we teach 18 modern wealth creation methods. We teach 18 different ways to make money. We do have a cap, so anyone who quits or leaves at any time, if the cap is reached while you're not subscribed, you're not getting in. Don't give a shit. We're closing. And anyone who's been paying attention, I recommend everybody inside of Hustlers University to go check out the jailed section, and you'll see we have people in jail. So people who don't renew, we don't kick you out. We put you in the jail, and you sit there in your cell, and you have no access to the money-making information, and we just flood you with all the endless wins. Every time someone wins, we show you. And you sit there in jail seeing everybody else win, and you're not allowed to access the information. And you have 30 days to rejoin HC.
Is this an advertisement now for some?
So obviously now he's just basically talking about the Hustlers University, which is his online school
So he's selling this?
So yeah, that's one thing that he does in addition to everything else is he sells this product called Hustlers University, which is a Discord community with different classes to learn different techniques to make money. And this is one of the things that people really do not like about him is his use of the Hustlers University.
Yeah, I can imagine why people wouldn't like it.
Is it true, though, that women will be satisfied with if you tell them, hey, here's $1,000 an hour, and then they just work 1 hour and be like, well, shit, that's all I got to do is work 1 hour a day?
I have no clue.
Do we think there's any accuracy behind it?
Probably not. I would imagine you would stay on and make more money.
I mean, who's more competitive? Males, females, or males?
I don't know. Probably males.
Probably males?
Yeah, that's the theory behind why there's the gender pay gap actually exists.
Is it because there's more men sociopaths that just want to keep competing?
Yeah, that and women have to go have children.
I can get behind that part. Okay. To me, like, when I heard that, I'm like, bet, hell yeah. I'm like, I'll work until my fucking dick falls off. Tell me that shit.
Pete, do you want to participate or no? Well, what the fuck you doing here then? Come on. Help me out. Well, he was just bitching about school being a scam. That's what our whole podcast was about the other day.
Yeah, I know. I'm totally uninterested in this guy. I'll tell you right now. He's a fad. He's a fucking flash in the pan. He's a fucking phenom. And in a year to 5 years, he's going to be fucking broke. Right? He's going to be broke. He is today's fucking Jim Jones or fucking David Koresh. Only just with a fucking money hustle. And he's grifting people out of fucking money. Right?
I mean, $50 a month isn't. There's another one I've seen that's like $1,000 a year.
And again,
it teaches you how to be a man or something.
It all comes back to one ultimate thing, right? Like, and I'm sitting here, I'm just thinking about it right now, right? Like, only fucking uninformed people, really, follow this shit and go, what a great idea. Only people who are dying to fucking latch onto something to fucking blame pick a certain group like Democrats or Republicans, I'm guilty of it too, of fucking saying that they're the problem. The real fucking problem here are con men like this. Joe Biden's a con man. Donald Trump's a con man. This guy's a con man. They're all con men. And there are a million dudes who are as straight as a fucking arrow who would line up to suck this guy's dick. Do you know why? Just so that they could say they did. That's the culture that we live in today.
I mean, the guy went viral and he's selling something.
Yeah, and again, he's gonna be.
You do the same shit, right? If you go viral, you go sell something, right?
I mean,
that's how the fucking shit works now in 2022.
See, and that's.
I mean, if he goes broke, he goes broke. But I mean, he's got now. He's trying to get subscribers, which is no different than anyone else on the internet. He's just doing it with a Discord server, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's.
I just I look at this guy and
that's
I get
just
angry.
One facet. That's one way that he makes money. His main hustle is his main hustle is the OnlyFans. He has so it's pretty much like he's got a stable of women. he's got a stable of women, right? And they just work the cameras all the time and talk to men.
That makes him a fucking pig. He's basically a pimp. He's an internet pimp.
I mean, it's
the whole point. Like, I listen. If there's a woman out there, right, and she is like doing her OnlyFans thing or whatever, that's her fucking hustle. More fucking power to her. For one reason only. She was the one that was born with that body. She can do whatever the fuck she wants with it. She doesn't owe anybody an explanation for it, and no fucking man owns it. Number one. Number two. If she don't want to have any fucking kids, she don't have to have any fucking kids. Her purpose on this earth is to live her fucking life. The end. Period. She don't owe nothing to nobody. And pieces of shit like this say otherwise. Pieces of shit like this, they fucking roll out of bed every day and expect that they should be fucking subserved by a gaggle of fucking women. Why? Because he's got money, but he has no fucking soul, he has no personality, and he has a fucking detachable dick. And he looks like an elephant's nutsack that got straightened out by a fucking iron. I hope he rots in hell and he chokes on a fucking horse cock. on the way down. Stupid piece of shit. Fuck you, Andrew Tate. I hope you come find me with your little Russian, Romanian, whatever. Find me, you fucking turd. Yeah, I put my address on the internet. I don't give a fuck. Okay, maybe you should take that out.
I'm like, fuck!
Okay, you should take that out.
I have no idea who this guy... You don't think a woman's purpose on earth is to have children?
No.
What?
Nope.
What the fuck is their purpose here, then?
To fucking just live.
What?
Yeah.
That's retarded. Of course they're supposed to have women, or have children.
Oh, according to you?
What are you here for? I'm here to have children, too.
I think what Pete's trying to say is...
I am not. I am not here to fucking have children.
I think what Pete's trying to say is they're not like these breeding machines like cattle, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Not just that. Machines? It's not just that. Like, I'm not going to fucking wake up and get out of bed and fucking, somebody somewhere decreed that this is the way it ought to be. And because religion has been propagating that fucking horse shit since the dawn of fucking man as a money-making enterprise, really, more than anything else, I'm not going to get in line with, well, you know what, Pete? Your responsibility as a human being is to try to lay your seed. Fuck that shit. I don't want that responsibility. I'm selfish, and the world would be a better place if I died without having any fucking kids.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to argue that point.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you were probably put here to have some kids.
No, I was not. No, I was not. I
mean, everyone's got to have 2.1 kids.
No, they don't.
2.1 kids.
Every couple has to have 2.1.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't. That doesn't make sense to me.
You don't want to contribute to the gene pool?
No.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm after this show, I'm gonna go pump and dump a few into my girl. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get on there.
No, I'm fucking. This whole thing infuriates the fuck out of me to the point where
let's keep going.
Yeah.
You got this, Pete. You're doing.
No, I'm not. I'm fucking irritated.
You're telling me
shit by,
if I give you some numbers on a screen, you're going to go and build me a W16 Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport.
He's trying to be a white comic. That's all he's trying to do. Fuck this guy.
And it's going to be gorgeous and beautiful, and everyone's going to be jealous. And you're going to do that, and all you want is a few numbers on a screen. Safe.
Take it.
I don't give a fuck.
Eggs aren't real. You believe in eggs?
No, the chicken came first.
No, but do you believe in eggs?
I eat eggs.
You eat them. So you're telling me you can buy this thing, it's an egg, it's like $1. No, $1, you get like 10 of them.
Yeah.
And they can become dinosaurs if you don't eat them. That makes sense to you.
Chicken.
Bruv.
I don't know.
Here's what you G's got to do. You get your boots, you add them to a Telegram channel. One channel.
Bitch, are you wearing fucking lipstick, bro?
Apply. And you block
You got
them
lip
everywhere
gloss
else.
on, dude.
Then when you wake up in the morning, you write a generic, good morning, baby. Got lots to do today.
Gotta patrol the streets, gotta flex on the broke boys, gotta make money, gotta check on my casino, gotta pimp other.
But if I have some time,
Please
I might try
die.
to see you. Miss
I hope you die
Copy and
today.
paste it in every
Right
channel
now.
to every and they'll
Hope right
read
now
that
you're
shit.
dropping dead
Then
of
they
a
can't
fucking
go,
heart attack.
you're always
Goddamn
busy, you're
pre-workout
always with
piece of
other.
shit.
They can't reply to you. Do you not see the brilliance? All they can do is read it. You ain't got time to be WhatsApping these. What are you doing today? Oh, I have to go to work.
His father was
that
a
sounds fun. Man.
chess
How
champion.
the fuck are you gonna get rich if you're doing
saying
that
that's
shit?
what
You ain't got time.
He comes from.
When you
know?
sit with a
He
dude on the first date
strategizes.
and tell him how many places you've been, I've been to
Dude-
here and I've
dude
been to
couldn't even
there and
be
I
bothered
loved
to
when I
put
saw
fucking
this. My
socks
favorite
on.
place
Fuck
is
this
this.
guy.
All he's thinking is you've been fucked.
I don't understand what the
You've been
thing
fucked
is
by
with
who?
wealth
Who
and
paid
no
for that?
sex.
Yeah,
Who paid for that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice
John
hotel.
Johnson
Ladies.
for that.
Like it's
Yeah.
bullshit. Like
Yeah.
shut the
John Johnson
fuck up.
fucking
Men want
Miami
innocence,
Vice.
and the reason we find innocence attractive
this
is
guy
because we want
thinks
to be
he's
the female's
Crockett and
portal to the
Tubbs.
world.
Look at him.
If
Fuck
I meet
this
a
guy.
woman,
You want to hear they've never been anywhere.
never. I will show you the world.
100%.
The first private jet you get on will be mine. You've ever been in a Lambo? No, you're getting my one first. I'm
Yes.
gonna show you brand new experiences. If I sit there with some bitch and she's like, I've been there, I've been that. I went to this party. My friend has a jet. I was in this Lambo. Da 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 da. And you're just like, shut the fuck up. There's nothing less attractive.
I enjoy every day of my life. I really do. And I know everyone
sure
says
you
this,
do.
but I.
You know that dude he beats off to himself more than he does anything else. Fuck this guy. Flash in the pan, butt fucking asshole. You know he sodomized fucking cats, dude. Fuck this guy. Fuck him. Right up his stupid ass. Goddamn piece of shit.
He went viral in the last couple of weeks. He's been at the top of my Snapchat feed.
He's been. Look, he doesn't have a TikTok. What people do
Yeah,
is
it's just videos about him.
They make the videos about him. They've made him. So I don't know how he's come up with the strategy, but
Okay, well, you
it's
know what?
working.
Here, time out.
Tell me.
You need to do whatever his internet strategy is, okay? And then here's what we do. We rent the garden, right? Old boy fucking Fake Paul or whatever the fuck that clown's name is.
Jake Paul?
Yeah, he couldn't fucking sell out Madison Square Garden. He said the other guy couldn't make weight, right? And that's why they canceled the fight.
Oh, it's
Do you even know what I'm
canceled?
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they canceled the They canceled the fight because he said old boy couldn't make weight, which is bullshit. They didn't sell tickets because nobody wants to see Fake Paul's bitch ass try and fucking get knocked out again. So we're gonna rent the Garden, and I'm just gonna fucking beat him to death in the ring. I don't care if he's a fucking kickboxer, and I haven't fought in 6 years. I'll kill him.
You can hardly walk.
Yeah. Well, all he's got to do is come to me.
I think he's definitely like a shock jock trying to say things.
Yeah.
To get,
shock value.
I think also he's going against the woke narrative of men are bad. He's going against that very, very extreme.
He wants
He's going
to,
against this.
produce whatever's above alpha male.
Yeah, he's going against that to the point of he's saying men are so good that nothing else compares, and he's going to the point of he's going to come off as misogynistic.
I believe what it is
That's his
because-
whole way of getting likes and views and clicks and viral.
Yes, yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah, he's just trying to say
yeah.
how modern society has watered down and devalued the man and turned him from his natural ways into this.
This dude got pegged by his nanny. Fuck this guy.
And he's doing it in a way that you don't like it, a la Trump on Twitter. Like he's doing it in a
Fucking
way where
Peggy
it's going
Bundy.
to catch everyone's attention, and you're going to have something to say either
Precisely.
for it or against it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know why Trump is the success that he was? Because he just had no filter. And so what it's created is people who have a little bit more intellect than he does, which doesn't take a lot, and he can get on here and pointedly targeted say things that are gonna create buzz, and he's gonna get people. They're gonna get people to look at him. See, when I look at him, I think, yeah, your sister pegged you. It's there's got to be a fucking tape of it somewhere. But I also see a guy that like probably sitting on a pile of cash, right? And he's going to be like a long line of other fucking schmutzes. It's going to be taxes or something dumb that takes him down, like syphilis. Al Capone.
You can cure syphilis now.
Hell yeah!
Can you?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
How do you know?
I think it's like one of the
He
ones you
clicked
can
on
cure.
one of the links. Cure your syphilis
Above
now.
the video?
Yep.
Meet local MILFs, cure syphilis tomorrow.
Fuck condoms.
Yeah, we got a cure for all that.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I get.
I mean, there's this new kind of place on YouTube called the Manosphere. You guys have heard of this?
No.
No. It's a place where they're kind of a place for not like locker room talk, but more of a place for guys who are sick of turning on, the news and hearing about, men are bad and all this shit. And it's a place for men to be men, but you get a lot of fakes who are trying to get weak dudes to pay money to belong to something so that they can feel like they're learning how to be, rather than doing it the old fashioned way by going out in the world and learning with your hands and with your friends and all this shit. They're like signing up for these videos and shit, and it's the manosphere. You watch these videos and it's supposed to be like self-help to become a man.
Yeah,
But it's a lot of depressed guys and a lot of guys, who've never done a push-up, and guys who are living in their mom's basement and all this shit. And
That is where you would find. That's where you find cucks.
Yeah, and it's trying to get them to
Cucker Carlson.
I don't know, man. I think that the guy's probably got a lot of, the media is completely on some bullshit, telling, basically trying to tell guys they're bad, when really what this country needs is more strong fathers and nuclear families, and they've just completely destroyed the nuclear families, especially in the black community. They've destroyed the nuclear family and destroyed black men, and the black community stagnated in growth, and it's become a matriarchy. Mothers seem to have more power than the fathers, if the fathers are still around and not dead or in prison. And I mean, you can ask a lot of black leaders about that and see what they say, but it's just It's sad what they've done to through the media to the psyche of America, and he's pushing back on that, albeit very vulgar and comes off as misogynistic. Obviously,
Yeah,
that's what he's going for, though. That's what he's going for.
If you're white or a man, you need to shut your mouth and not say shit. This is the world that we live in, and he's trying to say, "Go fuck yourself. We're the shit. Suck my dick."
Well, not just that, you need to have like 10 things like wrong with you to even be like take your viewpoint taken seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that the other day. Like the more like victimhood, the more things that have like, even if they haven't happened to you, just like it could have happened to you because you fit an identity, gives you like some authority to talk about some shit. Even though, like he was saying, the very first one we watched about how they want the poor people to fight, that's absolutely correct. And they want to have, it's not just in America.
Do you know where that all starts?
That's everywhere. Real deal. That
it makes it easier to control when everyone's
Yes.
fighting themselves.
You know where that all really started?
In heaven.
Jesus Christ. Grief thieves. Do you know what grief thieves are?
You saying grief thieves?
Grief thief. So
one-uppers.
Those people that don't know the deceased but turn up at the fucking funeral, right? And they're there and they go home and they tag themselves in a Facebook post about how they were there for the family. You know, back in the day, you didn't have that. You didn't have the social media.
Right.
So every time you went to Aunt Irene's or whoever's fucking house, you heard about how I was at Dolores' funeral and I was there for the family. Bitch, they never met you. You played bridge with her once a fucking month. You know, and so it starts there, right? Like, how can I find something that is so traumatic that it's going to affect people and attach myself to it to get some kind of residual benefit of emotion from it, right? Think about it. So now we have all these people that you can go on social media and be a victim of fucking anything. Anything. You could you could almost be human trafficked. You can almost be a victim of racism or a fucking civil rights infringement. And I'm not just talking like for minorities or people of different sexual orientation. White people claim the same shit too. So now there's all of these movements that people can get behind and they can say, you know why I'm with these folks today? Because I too have been traumatized by what's happened to them, right? I don't remember who it was. It was a comedian, and I saw him, and he was talking about. It was Bill Burr, and he was talking about how fucking white people are on Twitter saying that they're down with BLM. He's like, "Yeah, I'm there for you in my apartment on Twitter."
Oh yeah, it's mostly the liberal white women who, get down with that shit.
You got to go to the separation of liberals and conservatives all the time. You love throwing out labels so easily because
it's easy to see the difference.
There's
it's
not.
Easy to see what they do.
Yeah, and it's so easy to ignore the fact that they're one and the fucking same.
No.
Yeah.
CNN's liberal.
Fox is conservative, and those people are fucking dumb. And a majority of their fucking...
There you just made a clear distinction.
Just
Fox
for the
and
world
CNN.
to know. Just for the world to know real quick. These two guys have the most polar opposite ideas, and they still hang out and say nice things about each other. We could still do it, you guys. Just, let's fucking get along again. What the fuck?
Easy, Rodney King.
What the fuck? Let's get along again. Like, for real, when I see you motherfuckers fighting, bro, and I'm like, we still fucking kick it, like, there's no fucking excuse for these cocksuckers to be fucking jaw-mouthing each other and fucking creating animosity. Like,
we did this one for you, Yusuf.
Yeah.
This was your idea, this one.
Yeah.
We needed content for today.
Hey, yeah, brother!
We're glad we're here for it.
Okay. Well,
and not decapitated in the desert somewhere.
Thanks for looking for me,
yes,
boys.
thank you, Delta Force and Cuck Norris, for wrapping it all up nice and easy
Didn't
for
even
us.
come by my house. Didn't even look for me in my house. Just assume that I'm passed out in my office.
Hey, I went down center near Lincoln yesterday.
And looked for what, the party store?
No, I thought maybe I could, smell you cooking lamb or something. I don't know. And I couldn't. So, Yusuf ain't home, so...
Smell me cooking some of this delicious
Who was the
lamb.
one that was like, gee whiz, guys, so, will you be able to, shoot the podcast without me tomorrow? You didn't say anything about a fucking ransom. And you're the one that's been on air for the last 2.5, 3 months talking all kinds of shit about the secret society of fucking aquatic mammals.
Those cocksuckers are out there, bro. The truth is out there. You guys are fucking around ignoring some real shit.
The Romanian mafia is coming for you now. All the shit you were just talking.
That's some real deal. Hey, Romanian mafia, man. Hey, I'm with you guys. I was just talking how they're amazing. They keep the country safe.
Bro.
Romanian mafia runs a clean ship.
Well, you know, they would if the country wasn't so fucked up and there were tight knit families everywhere. Like this house used to have 5 kids. That house had 5 kids. The one next to it had 10. You know what I mean? Everybody knew each other and shit. You wouldn't have
with one of them fucking most family. I'm not even gonna get
it. Now everything's so like
there's
the kids
Uncle
are
Lou,
alone.
the alcoholic, and Aunt Irene, the fucking diddler, and then this kid turned out on fucking dope, and you know this guy gets drunk and beats his wife.
Yeah, but it's only been
she's
that
not
way the last
subservient to his fucking cocksuckery.
It's only been that way since like the.
What do you got? What's going on?
We're still good.
Years.
Let's keep rolling and.
No, let's
no,
not
man, I'm done.
You're done. How much is left in it? 5 minutes.
I don't want to talk. No, you know what?
It was literally a 7-minute, 51-second clip that we didn't even get through.
Why do we have to? We've ascertained
so we
3
can
pertinent points.
Follow through.
The guy has my. Okay, here we go. Let's wrap it up in a nice big bite from fucking 7-Eleven. He is this douche who has found a way to make money. He says incendiary things. He is hot button topic right now, and at some point he's going to die. What else do we need to discuss about old stretchy ball sack with the penis extension?
It's just a reaction video, boys. That's all it is.
Well,
That's what I'm trying. And like we didn't get through the.
Have you not seen that I've been on my period this entire fucking episode? You got the reaction you wanted, didn't you?
All right, and for Pete. Yusuf, I'm Chris. We're out of here.
No, I'm busy tonight, actually.